Hello and welcome into another edition of the Arizona State Sun Devils Insider Podcast. My name is Kevin Hicks, and I am your lead beat writer for the Arizona State Sun Devils on SI, and your host of this daily Sun Devils Insider Podcast. And I'm so grateful to be joining you on this beautiful Monday afternoon. We are roughly 28 hours away as of this recording from Arizona State men's basketball. Uh, Officially ushering in their senior night contest against the Kansas Jayhawks, who are currently ranked 14th in the nation. It's going to be an absolutely massive game, and we will talk about that game at length in this episode. But before that, I wanted to talk about Arizona State baseball. Unfortunately, dropped their fourth consecutive game, moved to 8-4 on the season after a loss to Texas A&M on Sunday night, and that's an unfortunate defeat. There's still a lot of promise around that team and its ability to compete in the Big 12. Just need to put some things together over the next 3 or 4 weeks. As for the women's basketball program, they are widely seen as one of the teams that are on the outside looking in. As far as the NCAA tournament picture is concerned, they have the number 10 seed in the upcoming Big 12 tournament. They are set to play their first game in the tournament on Wednesday afternoon against 15 seed Arizona. And well, it looks like it should be an easy game at the surface. I don't think any win in this tournament is going to come easy at Arizona State, especially since the two wins they have against Arizona this season were in tight games. We'll see what happens with them. I believe that they will probably need to win 2 to 3 games to get back into the picture, but we'll see what happens over the next few days for Molly Miller and the Lady Sun Devils. Without further ado, let's get into the main part of today's show, which is discussing Arizona State's game against Kansas. Now, Kansas is one of the most interesting case studies in the Big 12 this season, as they have a lot of signature wins. They've beaten Houston, they've beaten Arizona, they've taken down Texas Tech, they've taken down BYU. They have a couple of big non-conference wins, but they've had an equal amount of confounding losses as well. They've lost to Cincinnati, they've lost to a bunch of teams, West Virginia. They've lost to teams that they shouldn't have lost to. Even if those teams are looking better as of late, they still shouldn't have lost them. And the calling card for this season for the Kansas team has been Darren Peterson. He is obviously the megastar on this team. He is fairly likely to be the number one overall pick in the upcoming NBA draft. There are other players that he's competing with for that title, for that mantle, but he might end up being the first overall pick, even with the questions that do surround him. Now, he does have some injury concerns. He's taken himself out of some games recently. There's been some controversy around that. And also he struggled a little bit as of late. I believe he shot sub 45% from the field in 6 of his last 7 games, and he hasn't been as effective as of late. That's not, as I said in the preview for this game that highlighted 3 star Kansas players, that's not what defines him, and Arizona State absolutely should not discount him. He is a player with a diverse shot portfolio. He is very efficient from 3-point range on good volume. He is a creative player both on ball and off ball, on the dribble, on a pull up. He's just dynamic and he can score in so many different ways, and that is definitely going to test Mo Odom and Noah Mayusin among other guards that are set to patrol the perimeter. But this Kansas team is a lot more than just Darren Peterson. They have a lot of good players on their team. Trey White, senior forward, well, he's a 6'7" he's a 6'7" guard. He's forward size playing guard. He's shooting a career high in three-point percentage as a senior by nearly 10% from his previous career best percentage. He is versatile. He is a knockdown shooter. He's been probably their most consistent player. He's played in every game this season for them, I believe. And uh, he's a great backcourt complement to Darren Peterson. Now, for the Melvin Council Jr., I also wanted to mention as another guard. That is one of the best guard rotations in America. And you also have the strong two forwards to complement them down low. Bryson Tiller and Flory Badunga have both been phenomenal players for the most part this season. Flory has shown a lot of growth as a finisher and as a rim protector. Bryson Tiller is a dynamic forward that is a freshman. I believe he was a McDonald's All-American. He has a diverse skill set that's very, very intriguing. Even if his exploits this season haven't reflected on the as a as gaudy statistical outputs, he is still an impactful player. I believe he has recorded a block in 9 straight games. He has 3 or 4 really strong scoring performances in Big 12 play. Even though he shot 29% from three this season as a freshman, he's had some really strong games as a three-point shooter. There's a lot of things that you look at when you see his game, and you can really tell that when he's locked in, he's a game changer, and he's absolutely a player that Arizona State has to pay attention to. And obviously, to put the cherry on top for Kansas, Bill Self remains one of the elite coaches in all of college basketball. He is an incredible basketball mind, and even though Bobby Hurley has gotten the best of him in 2 of their 3 matchups, those were several years ago, and those were completely different Kansas teams, Arizona State teams. Uh, Things are completely different now. The power structure is completely different. The paradigm's completely different. But I think that this is an opportunity for Arizona State to really pull off an impressive victory, especially under the backdrop of it being senior night. Mo Odom, Anthony Pig Johnson, and Al Mukeba will be honored in tomorrow night's game. This is their last game playing in at Desert Financial Arena. There is possibility that Pig could come back for another year in 2026, 27, depending on what happens with some of those lawsuits going on with the NCAA. I'm not sure if those rulings extend to basketball, but he could come back. I'm not going to say he will or it's 100% definitive, but that's maybe a possibility. Um, I think Arizona State's going to put together a really strong first 5 to 10 minute performance in the game, a lot like they did last year in Lawrence, Kansas, in their lone matchup with the Jayhawks. Ultimately, what happens in the second half of the first 20 minutes of action will probably dictate whether Arizona State stays competitive in this game or not. If they let the lead Kansas has, hypothetically, if they let it blossom to double digits, it's probably over. But I think Arizona State has a lot of elements really going their way this time around. I think that Bobby Hurley potentially coaching his last game at DFA as well gives the Sun Devils an innate desire to win this game. We shall see what happens. Arizona State, Kansas, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, Tuesday night. Broadcast will be on FS1, and I will be there to cover the game for each and every one of you. Until then, stay tuned with Arizona State on SI for all of the best Arizona State updates on the marketplace, and I will see you with another episode tomorrow. Thank you so much.